Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hey, I'm going to show you some big old Bigguns today, but all these are very similar. Two of them are exactly alike, except they're not. Okay, all right. The first one is an iconic big old Biggun. Came out, I think, in 64, 65, somewhere in that neighborhood. So it's ancient, like me. I came out in 63, at the end of 63, almost 64. Anyway, y'all, y'all know what I'm talking about. It is the Buck 110. And I'm not 100% sure what the handle material is on that one, but it is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And if you know anything about the Buck 110, you know these things weigh a ton. But they are an absolutely awesome knife. Obviously, the reason they weigh so much, that's brass. That's solid brass. And it runs, it's one piece from there all the way to there. You know, so you got two big pieces of brass, one on each side. You got a steel spring in it, and it is a lockback type knife. If you don't know anything about a Buck 110, has a big old clip point. But these are absolutely an iconic knife. Now, Buck knives come with a leather sheath, and it's a decent leather sheath, and if you see right there it says made in Mexico. Anyway, got a nice button, got a nice buck. Pretty much all Buck knives that I know of that come with a sheath have it stamped on the sheath what knife the sheath goes with. Buck 110 fits right down in there. Okay, the second one of these that I have, it's a Buck 110, but it is engraved in that. And I received this knife as a gift for officiating at a wedding last year. The young man that got married, he said he looked for one with a turkey on it because he knows I'm a turkey fanatic, turkey hunting fanatic. But he also knows that I like to fish. So it's got a big large mouth on it. Ain't that cool, y'all? It says wildlife on it. Got a bass on that end. The other side's standard Buck 110. And I know that this is ebony wood in this one because it actually says it right on the box. Hang on a second, I'll grab the box and show you. All right, y'all, there it is. See, it says genuine ebony hardwood handle. All right, y'all. Anyway, I showed you the sheath that actually comes with them. Well, I ended up ordering one of these sheaths from, and I don't know what I did to get that kind of pink reddish color of that. I don't know what happened to that. I did it. It didn't come like that. Brother Ed's got a made in the USA stamp on there. Got his maker's mark on there. And if you hadn't seen or looked at, held one of these sheaths from Brother Ed, they are remarkable. He's got a vacuum table that he vacuums these things down. Look at here. It fits in there, but watch it. It'll snap in there. And in reality, you don't really need this flap on it because it ain't going nowhere. But they come with a flap. These sheaths are incredible. Okay? Incredible. And let me show you something else. Let me show you this next knife that I got. I bought this one at I'm pretty sure I bought it at Pickens Flea Market in Pickens, South Carolina. When me and Miss Jenny was down there a couple of years ago. This is not a buck, even though they are very, 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 very similar. Very, very similar. Okay. This is actually Schrade's answer to a buck 110, because when the buck 110s came out, everybody and their brother was getting one. Schrade came out with one that's almost an exact copy. Not really, but it's close. So they could get a part of the market. I'm not sure that this one hadn't been worked on, maybe had a blade changed in it, because it's got like a nickel silver type pin right there. And I'm not sure that they came with that. I'm not sure that that wasn't a brass pin, but it might have been. I don't know for sure. I'm just speculating. They came with a serial number. I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, Schrade Plus USA LB7. This is an LB7 Schrade. These are fantastic knives, but like I said, they are almost an exact clone. Very similar blade shapes, all of it. Very cool knife. Very cool knife. They have the big brass all the way around them too, so they're heavy too. But let me show you something. This is made for the buck 110. They are so similar that LB7 will fit right in there too. It ain't going nowhere. It actually fits the buck 110 better. It does. But if you got a sheath for a buck 110, it'll fit an LB7. Let me see. Let me lay them. The LB7 is a little bigger on this end, and it's a little tiny bit longer. But overall, they're pretty much the exact same knife. They're both great knives. They have both sharpened up. I mean, get incredibly sharp. They're excellent knives. If you like the big old Bigguns and you don't have a Schrade LB7, you ought to look at them, because they good ones. Of course, the buck 110, that's the iconic, that is the knife that everybody else compares themselves to, that kind of knife. Of course, there's a million different Pakistani and China made and whatever knives that are made very similar to that. But the buck 110 is as good as it gets. Those LB7s are really good knives. Anyway, y'all, I just wanted to show y'all some more big old Bigguns. That's all that I got. That's all the big old Bigguns I got. I showed you that Case, Folding Hunter, and that Camillus last week. And the 2 bucks in the Schrade today, that's all the big old Bigguns, the folding type bigger knives that I currently have. I like them okay. I do not carry them very much. The Schrade and the bucks are heavy. I mean, I would put one on my belt and carry it, you know, or throw it in a hunting backpack or something like that. That would be okay. As far as everyday carry, I'm probably not going to carry them. They're too heavy for me. I usually end up carrying, honestly, I carry way too many knives, but I usually end up carrying a copper lock. Y'all know how I am with copper locks. A trapper, and normally a modern type knife. Well, since June or July, whenever Brother Dwayne Clark's knife show was in Danville, Kentucky, I think it was July the 19th, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, I bought a Benchmade bug out down there. I have carried it every day since July the 19th. I like it a lot. It's got S30V steel, razor sharp, good knife. Anyway, y'all, just wanted to show you the big old Bigguns I had today. And until we see y'all again, y'all have a great day, great week, and God bless you.